to Memphis. So that means while organizing the Poor People's Campaign in Chicago, okay?
But
Martin received what?
he get a organized call for help.
Yeah, sure. So the black sanitation workers in Memphis, these workers were on strike. Why?
Because the police officers were in the, I don't know.
Also, seeking better pay. Their pay was too low. So seeking better pay, okay? And safer working conditions. Some people might die, while they're working. Okay? Their arms can be, okay, cut by the machine. This walking condition is so dangerous. Here, take a look at this. And then, okay? But city leaders refused to negotiate. Okay, tell me about the tension and the violent marches. Martin arrived in Memphis. Then what happened?
Then people were get Martin.
Some young individuals began smashing the windows, looting. Do you know what looting means? Looting. Stealing things from the shop. 약탈, looting. There might be some kind of stuff here, looting.
Smashing the windows or
And here, smashing the window, and they found inside, in front of, stealing, okay?
Yeah.
Stealing means looting. So the police waited in full gear, okay? Tell me about that situation one more time.
Behind Martin, teenagers were smashing store windows and stealing what they found inside. In front of Martin, police waited in full riot gear.
Yeah, police.
The woman's riot gear.
Riot gear is a kind of, okay, a device for protecting themselves from any kind of attack.
Okay.
That gear, helmet, or there's a pad, your knee pad,
Yeah.
shoulder pad, the knee pad. When somebody smashed, okay, with their steel, okay, when they got hit,
Yeah.
the pad can protect, okay, riot gear, okay. So police responded with tear gas and force, okay. What about the final speech? Tell me about the final speech.
The last speech.
Yeah, that is determined to prove that the peaceful march, okay? Martin returned to Memphis in April, okay? Even he was threatened. You will die if you come here. But Martin didn't care about this.
Yeah. Martin spoke without a script.
Yeah.
He talked about the threats to his own life, but he said that he wasn't afraid. He believed that he was doing God's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about assassinations.
He knew there were difficult days ahead, but he believed the wind.
Oh my God. Yeah, he died. Okay. In 1968, while preparing for dinner with his staff at the motel, Martin stepped out onto the balcony, He was suddenly struck by a bullet from the high-powered rifle. So there's a story. Can you see?
I can see it, but it's too
Yeah,
scary.
balcony, okay? Then, so he was taken to hospital, but King passed away, leaving a legacy of courage and civil rights. Okay, there's a story. Now, okay, here's a story. Who reached out to Martin for urgent assistance?
Did you
Who reached
urgent assistance?
Urgent means very in a hurry.
The poor people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black sanitation workers, Memphis, okay, asked for his help. What were the sanitation workers doing when they called Martin?
When they called Martin,
They were on strike
they're on strike.
to demand
To demand
better treatment.
better treatment.
Okay. What is the definition of the union according to the text? Union. It is a group workers who organize together to reach a common goal.
to reach a
Goal. You know goal?
Yeah.
Is the aim, okay? 목표.
목표.
What two main things did the union want for its members?
For its members,
They wanted fair wages. Fair. What is fair?
fair means not to just be on one side, both sides. And
Yeah, not too many, not too less, okay? Just reasonable. 적당한. Fair wage. Wage means salary. They get paid monthly, you know? And improved working condition. Okay? How did the city leader respond to the union's request?
teacher, where is the union?
Union is organizations. Organization, labor union. Union is a group.
Okay.
Group, okay? So, how did the city leaders respond to the union's request?
CT.
Did they accept it? Or they rejected the demand?
They just rejected.
Rejected the demand. Accept, opposite, demand. 반대말.
Yeah. One means both of the word.
Both?
Yeah.
Both means two sides.
I mean both of the union strike or what kind of the word?
Yeah, both. 둘 다. 둘 다. So they rejected the demand and said no. So what message was written on the sign carried by the striker?
It was called.
I'm a man. 나 사람이다. What were the workers seeking beside fairness?
Instead, they
were looking for respect.
They were looking for respect.
Do you know respect means?
약간 보답.
No, 존경.
존경.
If you say 보답 means 보답은 reward. Reward. So, for example, when you bought a cake for your friend on her birthday, when your birthday is coming, then your friend can reward you with a cake too.
Okay.
보답, okay? When you help your mom with the housework, then your mom can reward you with a homemade pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did the police treat the marchers initially? How did
They beaten them.
they acted violently,
Yeah.
beat the protesters, smash the window. How did the city try to legally stop the marches?
그럼 이제 가야지 않아요?
Then the city
2분 전.
got a judge to order the marches to stop.
Why did the strike organizer want Martin to speak in Memphis?
And speak in my test.
They were worried
They were
the situation might turn violent.
to
Why did Martin's staff advise him not to go to Memphis?
he
Wanted him
wanted him
to remain
to
focused on
focus
poor people's campaign.
people
When did Martin arrive in Memphis? Arrived in March 18, 1968.
1968.
Where did Martin stay during his time in Memphis?
He checked into the Lorraine Motel.
That was the place he was killed.
I'll not go to there.
Okay. How many people attended the first rally Martin spoke at?
1,000. What?
17,000 people.
1,000 people.
Hey, Daniel, time to go. 4 o'clock. Okay. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. How did Martin react when the march became violent?
Martin react. The protest march was scheduled, and Martin decided to lead it.
Okay. One more time. Okay. Then so
Yeah.
how did Martin react when the march became violent?
When the march became violent, he
Stopped the march
stopped the march.
because refused to lead a violent protest. What did the police do to disperse the crowd? Disperse. When you say disperse crowd,
Spots. Just
disperse crowd means to try to, the crowd should be separated. Okay. Should be, should be away from that place. Disperse means get them run away. Get them disappear.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. Okay. When you say disperse means
Yeah.
they should retreat from the place. Retreat means they should get back.
Yeah.
Get back. Okay. They use tear gas. They fire tear gas and guns, okay, at the people. So what did Martin feel it was necessary to return for another march? He wanted to show the world that peaceful, non-violent protest was still possible. One more time.
He showed people that
Non-violent protest was still possible. What kind of threat did Martin receive before his final speech?
His final speech.
He received death threat, even a bomb threat on his airplane. What did Martin return to Lorraine Motel for the last time? When did he return? Returned on April 3rd. Did Martin use a written script for his final speech?
No.
Yeah, he spoke without any script.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a genius.
Yeah.
What did Martin say about the danger to his own life?
to his own life.
He said
He said
he wasn't
he
afraid.
was
Why?
afraid
Because he was doing
he was
the
doing
work of
the work
God.
of God.
Okay? One more time. Why he said that he wasn't afraid?
Because
He's
he
doing
was doing
the work of God.
God.
Wow. It's very spiritual message.
Yeah.
No wonder he attract more than 17,000 people.
That's a lot. They could just cover all this.
They could cover whole this area. You know? What famous metaphor did Martin use for the future of the movement?
Of the future movement,
We as a people will get to the promised land.
promise to
약속된 땅. Okay? What did Martin mean by I may not get there with you? Okay, promised get to promised land, but he may not get there with you. Why? What does that mean? He might die in the middle. Okay? So he was acknowledging that he might die before total equality was achieved. How did Martin end his final public speech?
with his final personal
Free at last.
free Alice.
Free at last.
Free Alice.
Thank God
Thank God.
Almighty, you are free at last.
Martin,
What was Martin doing on the day of April 4th?
April 4th, he was ready
Spending
to-
time
with
at the Lawton Motel organizing the next march.
next-
Where exactly was Martin when he was shot?
in
He was standing
hotel room
on the balcony outside his room number
number
306.
306.
What is Lawton Motel used for today?
It was used for today's museum.
National Civil Rights Museum. Okay, tell him the whole story. Don't look at the book. Close the book.
Okay. The first is the poor people asked Martin that to just say just help.
Mm-hmm.
Then Martin just said he would stop the march.
Mm-hmm.
He just tell a speech in front of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And the peoples were just hear it, and in the last speech he talked about he was doing the God's work
Mm-hmm.
and he's not afraid. He might be went to the promised land, but he might be not there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because?
then because he was doing the God's work,
He might die
he might die
before
before
the total equality
equality
is achieved.
achieved.
Total equality is achieved. Keep going.
Then he in assistant in room 306 in the side he was died.
Mm-hmm.
He was killed.
Okay.
He was killed.
That's it?